book friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk Books with Shannon. That's me. Today I want to go over my October TBR list, and instead of doing prompts or generating numbers, I'm going to go ahead and just mood read. So I'm going to pick my books myself, and my books will be related to fall and Halloween and magic and maybe some football. And let's dive in. The first book that I want to read is Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. This one has gotten excellent reviews, and I'm excited to read it. And it follows serial killers, so that's exciting. And it says every serial killer needs a friend, and every game must have a winner. So I'm sure there's a competition. I'm sure that sparks fly between them, and there's all kinds of chemistry. I'm sure they encounter all kinds of monsters. But I am going to find out soon because I am excited to read this one. If you've read this one or any other books by this author, let me know. The next book I'm going to read, looks like a spooky book, is The Lake by Natasha Preston. I haven't heard anything about this book on BookTube, but a friend recommended it to me and it looked good to me. This one follows Esme and Kayla, who were once campers at a summer camp called Camp Pine Lake. And so they had some sort of secret or something happen when they were kids at the lake. And then years pass by and they come back to the lake as counselors. They both get jobs as counselors. And they get a message that says, the lake never forgets. So whatever they were hiding is going to come to surface. And this one looks like it'll definitely have a spooky vibe. So I'm eager to read this one as well. The next book I'm going to read is Erin Sterling's The Kiss Curse. And this one is about, let's see, her name is Gwen, and she and her mom open up a witchcraft store, and there is someone named Wells who comes and opens up a witchcraft store down the way, and they have a fierce competition. And during the professional competition, they end up having a passionate kiss and sparks fly, and they're determined to stay away from each other, of course. And I'm guessing that's not going to happen too easily. So we'll see. I'm not expecting a 5-star read from this book or the next one. I'm just expecting some fun magic, some curses, some hexes, and some witchery. So that one will be fun. And the other one I'm going to read by the same author, Erin Sterling, is the Ex Hex. And in this one, we have Vivian, who is a young witch, and she's got a broken heart, and she puts a hex on her ex. And he comes to town later for a fall fair, and she finds out that her hex had done a lot more damage than she had anticipated. And things start to happen, and there's all kinds of calamities, and the town is falling apart, and they have to work together to save the town. So that one, again, just a light, fun, magic read. The next book that I'm going to read is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. I just read a Sarah Adams book. I read Practice Makes Perfect, and I really enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed When in Rome when I read that. So I thought, oh, this is a quick football read, kind of put me in the football mood. And so I will give this one a shot. This one follows, Bree is her name, and she was a ballerina until she had an accident and is no longer a ballerina but has opened up a dance studio. It is in financial trouble, and her best friend, Nathan, is a football player and can afford to save her, so he does. He buys out the building. And she rebels against this. She doesn't like this, and she ends up drinking one night, a couple of shots of tequila, and ends up doing a report with TMZ, an interview with TMZ. And Nathan, of course, is not happy about that. So we'll see what happens in that one. The next book I'm going to read that looks like fall vibes is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I've never read a book by Kate Goldbeck. This one has had mixed reviews, I've seen, so but I wanted to give it a try. First of all, look at that cover. That's a fall cover if ever I've seen one. So I figured I have to read that one now. But this one follows Ari and Josh, who hate each other instantly when they meet. And they find out later that they were dating the same woman, which is problematic, as you might guess. They never expect to cross paths again, and then of course they do, and they strike up a friendship, and it actually develops into a wonderful true friendship, and friends without benefits, and at least at first, and then it goes from there. So if you have read this one, let me know your thoughts, because I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. The next book that I'm going to read, and it has some magic in it also, is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Okay, and this one just looks like a sweet fable-like story about a magical seat in a cafe. And if you wish, when you're in that particular seat, you can go back in time. So this one just looks really sweet, and my niece read this one, and I think she liked it. So I'm looking forward to read that one as well. If you have read that one, let me know. Okay, I am going to read Wild Love by Elsa Silver. This has nothing to do with fall or fall vibes in any way, shape, or form. But I love Elsie Silver. I loved the Chestnut Springs series. I love the Gold Rush Ranch series. And this is the first book in the new series. And the second book has just come out, and I'm behind because I haven't read the first one. So I want to get this read this year, and so I can pick up the second one during the new year. This one follows Ford, who also has a small part in one of the Chestnut Springs series books, but I think he's Winter's brother. But he's a billionaire, and he opens up a recording studio, and he comes face to face with a young girl who claims to be his biological daughter. So it's going to be a single dad trope. And he also is very attracted to one of his workers, Rosie, and it's his best friend's sister. So we got a best friend's sister trope as well. So anyway, so that's all I know about that one, but we will see. But I just figure you cannot go wrong with Elsie Silver, not in my mind anyway. So I'm looking forward to that one. The last one for my TBR right now is going to be Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And if you saw one of my previous videos, Wild Love and this one, I had said those were two books I had to read by the end of the year. I've got certain books that I'm like, no, I've that's been on my list a long time. I need to get it done. And this is one of those. I have read the Natural series, and this is the last book in that series. Sorry, I had a sneezing attack. Okay. So, this one follows, if you're not familiar with the Natural series, it's a YA mystery series, and it's been referred to as Criminal Minds with Teenagers, which I think is accurate. And it follows a group of teenagers, 5 of them. The FBI recruits them to work on cold cases, and they're all geniuses. 2 of them are profilers. 1 of them can tell when someone's lying. 1 of them reads people's emotions really well, and 1 is really great with statistics and facts. And the main character, Cassie, who's one of the profilers, she's also throughout all the books been trying to figure out who murdered her mother. So there's that element as well. So this one is going to wrap it up. So I'm excited to get this one done. I've really enjoyed this series, and we'll probably read more from Jennifer Lynn Barnes later on. Okay, short little video on my October TBR. I'll probably be reading some other books as well. I'm just not sure what they will be. And yeah, so if you have read any of those, if you have any thoughts on any of those authors, please let me know. And hit subscribe, hit like, leave me comments. Love talking to you. And until next time, please take care of each other. Happy reading. Peace.